Watch the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Kenny Pickett. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Steelers and the Colts, next on Madden Football.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Meanwhile, Richardson's thrown into the hands of Pittman here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action. Now Richardson. And that is incomplete.
I see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 16 carries, 129 yards, and he threw a touchdown in there for good measure.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we have a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Look at the Steeler defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. This is brought in at the 21. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Steelers at 10-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Ojabo. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Trying to find Calvin Austin, but it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Richardson looking to throw.
And his throw here is incomplete.
This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Now a 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. That is caught.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Right back to him on 1st down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Now it's Richardson.
And that is incomplete here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steelers ready to take over on offense.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Pickett.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers in the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The Steelers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
He'll buy some time right.
Here's Freiermuth again.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 5. Pickett going to bootleg it.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Colts set to take over here offensively. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Hey, check that.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Try! And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
They go play action with Richardson.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Richardson.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 6th first touchdown of the season.
And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And the Steelers set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a...
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Pickett right back to the air again.
Rolling to his right. And that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
From the gun, here's Pickett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Looking to throw, Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris.
Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's Michael Pittman and the rest of this offense getting set for the upcoming drive.
And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them.
And there he goes, left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
Yeah, Richardson yet again. And that one too wide and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Gay's kick is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Pickett.
That one down the field for Freiermuth.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we come to halftime here with a visit.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Fighting through. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Down to about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
3rd and 2, Pickett.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here's Pickett. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead.
A beautiful fake. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Pickett to throw on first down.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Indy set to go on offense once more. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. This one left side caught by Collins.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Off play action. Richardson.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 20.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Dances by him. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now Pickett looking to change things up. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On the give, this is Harris. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Pickett. 6 yards there off the scramble, but he will still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. Oh, fighting off the defender. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They'll try and run this with Austin. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7.
Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
Being chased out left. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. He opted to go with his scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one to the post.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 17-yard line.
Harris will start the drive out.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Now Pickett.
Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fancy footwork at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
104 yards perfect season continues here. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Pickett back to throw. He's got his tight end Fryermuth right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Fighting for it, he's got space. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And down inside the 15 he goes. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
This is 1st and 10.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's 2nd down.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Harris will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. 2nd down, goal to go.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's across for the touchdown. It's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it ends with what most likely will be the game-winning touchdown.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready, go.
Now Richardson. Finding Pittman.
Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
Okay,
here's 1st down. One last shot for Richardson.
This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.